Cliven Bundy standoff case thrown out in another stunning blow to government. They threw this out? All right. Okay, Las Vegas. A judge Monday threw out criminal charges against Nevada cattleman Cliven Bundy, his two sons, and a co-defendant in their 2014 standoff with federal agents, citing flagrant misconduct by prosecutors and the FBI and not disclosing evidence before and during the trial. The government's conduct in this case was indeed outrageous, said the U.S. District Judge Gloria M. Navarro. There has been flagrant misconduct, substantial precedents, and no lesser remedy is sufficient. The judge issued a ruling before a packed courtroom with nearly 100 spectators inside and out, more than a dozen waiting at the doors. Cliven Bundy's lawyer put his arm around his client. "Thank you, Lord," they said. The dismissal with prejudice, meaning prosecutors can't seek a new trial, marked an embarrassing nadir for the government, which now has failed to convict the Bundys in two major federal cases stemming from separate armed standoffs. So these guys are the people that up in Oregon, they had an armed standoff. And, you know, I'm going by memory here, but I remember, like, they basically, you know, held themselves up because of something they were opposed to and just sort of had this armed standoff. So here's what they were indicted for. They were indicted last year on conspiracy and other allegations, accused of rallying militia members and armed supporters to stop federal officers from impounding Bundy cattle in 2014. The government authorities were acting on a court order filed after Cliven Bundy failed to pay grazing fees and fines for 2 decades. So this guy's refusing to pay fees he should be paying. He organizes an armed standoff, and I remember when this happened. I remember when this was first in the news. And now all the charges against him were dropped. Keep in mind, we live in a country where a police officer can shoot an unarmed black person for no reason and get away with it. Where they can kill an unarmed black person with a chokehold and get away with it. Meanwhile, somebody like Cliven Bundy, who doesn't want to pay fees that they're supposed to pay by law, can have an armed standoff with no consequence. No consequence. And they're saying the FBI messed up here. That's why we're throwing the trial out. Think about the articles we just talked about earlier in this stream. The FBI searches your information, or can search your information on a daily basis the way they search Google for no reason whatsoever. Because of loopholes. And you want to say in this particular case, the FBI acted up and we hold the FBI accountable, so this case was thrown out? You have got to be kidding me. It's unbelievable, the skewed justice that exists in this country. They urged dismissal, saying it was the only remedy for the government's callous disregard of its constitutional obligations to share any potentially favorable evidence with the defense. If we threw away every court case just because there was a callous disregard of constitutional obligations, how about the way this country treats whistleblowers? How about that? Wow, unbelievable. That guy just totally got away with it. Just totally got away with it. Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.